Hello YouTube, this is Cool Random, and today I'm going to show you how to make an electric detonator. The materials you'll need for this project are some wire cutters, some old wire, a battery, a clip, some matches, and a blade of some sort. To get started, we'll need plenty of old wire. Now, you're going to want to cut about 2 3-inch segments of this, and the rest keep for other projects, because some of this stuff can be very useful. Now that you have your 2 3-inch segments, you're going to want to take your wire cutters and strip the ends of them. For this side you want it about a 1/2 inch, and this side you want about a full inch, and do that for both of them. And then you're left with 2 pieces of 3-inch wire, one side stripped very long, the other side short. Now the short side, it doesn't really matter if it's short, that's just what your battery is going to be connected to, but the long side has to at least be 1 inch. Now you're going to need your clip, your knife, and your match. You'll also need a hot glue for this part. Put a dab of hot glue right in the center of the clip. And then grab your match and put it facing up right on the glue and let that dry. Now make sure the match is sticking up at least about 1 inch, maybe a little less, because we'll need a lot to work with. Next, you have to put 2 dabs of glue on either side of the match. And put your wires, long and facing up, about a 1/2 centimeter down from the tip of the match. And make sure if there's any curve in your wire, it's facing outward. That's important, and you'll understand why later. Make sure they glue in pretty good spots. You don't want them all over the place. And then to finish it off, put some hot glue right over the top. This is just to keep it in place. Now you'll have something that looks kind of like this. The reason why there's a clip on it is because this electric detonator can be used to light rockets or explosives like fireworks, and since clips are kind of a universal attachment, it'll be easy to place it onto a launching platform or a brick or whatever you're using it for. For the next step, you're going to take the side with more cords in it and fold it straight up. The side with less kind of put to the side like this. Now, this may be hard to see on camera, but you're going to want to get one strand and individually separate. Then you'll want to get your blade of some sort and just make a dent in the match tip, just so it kind of has a little spot for the wire to go. Don't make it too deep though, because you don't want it in the wood of the match, because then it won't light the match off. Now take your individual strand and get it through that little gap and onto the other side, and then bend it kind of in place. Be careful though, because these do break really easy. There. Now you just kind of put your finger on the tip of the match, take your other side, your other wires, wrap this around a little. You can do this by just twisting, just so it's got a clear connection, and then bend it down. And now you have your basic electric detonator. Now this might seem kind of simple, and it is, but basically what's happening is you're going to put your battery on these 2 wires and send a current through this one up into this. Now it can't go into the air, so it's going to go through the teeny little wire. Now electricity, when it needs space to move through an object, and when there's not much, it'll come out as heat. And this wire is so small that it makes tons of heat, and it'll ignite the match. So if you want to hook your electric detonator up to a button to make it more realistic and you could use it from farther away, you're going to use this. So you start off with your battery, which is right here. Plus on this side, minus on this side, and then you have a wire going to whatever button system you're using. In the future, I'll make pressure plates, which you can use for this too. Now you hook another wire from the other side of the button going to your electric detonator. So far, we have made the current go into a button. When you click the button, it'll make the current go into the electric detonator and make it work. Now, once stuff happens in here and you get your flame, your electricity will go back down into the negative side of the battery. And as long as the button's being held down, it'll keep sending charge through. So after you see a little bit of flame, instantly stop holding the button. And that's basically it. Now in between the button, the battery, this side, and the battery, you can have as much wire as you want. It doesn't matter. You could have 200 feet of wire. It really doesn't matter. If you are doing just a little thing that's not very harmful, I wouldn't have 200 feet of wire because that would just be a waste. But if you're launching a rocket, you might want a couple more feet of wire. I'm going to test it now by just touching both sides to a battery and watching it ignite. As you can see, we have flame on there, and that is definitely enough to light off a rocket or a fuse or whatever you're lighting. I'm going to blow it out before it melts my whole rig here. But we'll use this in future projects to light rockets off, anything that could be dangerous and I don't want to be near, in case I would blow off my hand. I hope you like this project. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. I'd appreciate it if you liked the video. And if you like this video, subscribe for many more. My next video, actually I haven't decided that yet. I'll say in the comments my next video. Thanks for watching. This was Cool Random.